Hey everyone, welcome back to the Relay Distro channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a product in Shopify. Let's get started. Alright, so you're going to want to click products on the left hand side. This will open up your product overview, show you a quick snapshot of all of your products. We're going to click add product at the top right hand corner. This will bring you to the product creation page. In this page you'll see a bunch of empty boxes. On the right hand side you'll see the status, organization. I'm going to run you through what all of this actually means and what it's for, and I'll also show you a live snapshot of a product that is currently on our website. At the top we have the title. This is pretty straightforward. This is the name of your product and this is where it's going to display on your page. It's going to display on the title screen. For this example we will call it a t-shirt. The next is the description. So the description is basically any details you want to use to describe the product. You know, if you want to include any special features, call out any special designs or fabrics, you can do that in the description. Basically, this is where you want to sell your product. So in this empty box, we'll type our description for our t-shirt. You can bold it. You can't change the font here. The font is gonna default to whatever font is installed with your theme of your Shopify. You know, you can change the color, you can align it different, you can add an image, you can add a video, you can put a little table with a grid, you can format it to, you know, have a different heading. You can do a bunch of different things. Media, this is where you will put any media related to the product. So if it's leggings or a shirt, you can upload the images or videos here. The best way to, or easiest way to do it is to actually just drag it and drop it from a file. So I'm just gonna drag and drop a random photo here for the sake of this example. The very first slot on the photo is going to be the very first photo on your product page. So if you want it to be a different one, you just click it, hold down, drag it, drop it. So if you want it to be that one, or if you want it to be this one, you would just drag it to the front. Next, we have the price. So price is obviously how much you're charging for the product. Let's say in this example, we're gonna charge $20 for our t-shirt. The compare at price, if you put your product on sale, this would be the original price of the product. So say the product was $30, we're selling it for $20. The compare at price just puts a slash on the product through the 30. So it'll show in red a little slash through 30 and show that it's on sale. So that's actually how you put a product on sale, is you use the original price for the compare at price and whatever your sales price is for the price. Charge taxes on this product. That's pretty straightforward. Whether or not this is a taxable item or whether or not you're charging taxes on this product, you'll check that box. Cost per item is your actual cost to build, create, manufacture. This is your total cost of what it costs for one unit of your item. This is important for keeping track of your margins for your product, or your total inventory value that you may have at one time. Let's pop back up over here to product status. So if it's active, that just means it's active and ready to go live on your store. If you're still working on a product, you may want to put it in draft. That way, somebody doesn't accidentally publish it to your site, or you don't actually accidentally publish it to your site. You can work on it in a draft status and it's hidden from the sales channels. Or if it is active and you do need to bring it down to do some edits, under that section you can see the sales channel and apps. This just means it's available on whatever is checked. So if you uncheck everything, that means it's not going to be published to your site. If you only want to publish it to your point of sale, so if you're selling in person a specific product and you only want to sell it to your point of sale, you'll check that. Best practice though, while you're working on a product, deselect all of them, just make sure nothing goes live or is published. Under that, we have the product organization. This is how you organize it on the back end, and this is where you assign it to certain collections. The product category, this is used to determine tax rates. So, you just wanna make sure you're categorizing that properly. The product type, also for organization on the back end, like I showed you in the product overview. This just helps sort through things. If you have a bunch of t-shirts or if you have a bunch of leggings, things like that, it's just easier to sort through if you're, categorizing them. The vendor is, whatever vendor if you have multiple vendors that create products, you can create vendors in your Shopify and keep track of, who's making what, or just another way to sort it. Collections. So this is where you'll assign collections to your product. In this case, we'll do men's tees and all men's products. This is just where they're assigned on your website. If you look at my screen here, you can see men, all products, tees. So it would be assigned to this section. I'll show you how to create a collection in another video. Tags are used also for sorting, or if you have any automation set up on your back end. For example, we have our sizing charts built in as tags. So any product we tag with men's sizing chart, it will create the link to our sizing chart. Templates, most of the time you're going to be using default template unless on the back end you build out a specific template for a specific product. I personally don't use that too often. I mainly work off a default product, and if you're a beginner and you're just creating your store, you will likely just be working off default product as well. All right, so next we have inventory. This is just where you would input any of your, SKUs, your barcode. If it's a single item, you'll check whether or not you want to track the quantity. So if it's a digital good, you're not tracking the quantity, or if it's something that can always be sold, you can just uncheck that and it would forever sell. Essentially, that is the same thing as continue when selling out of stock. So if you run out of stock on an item and it hits 0, this just triggers it to continue to sell. Locations, this just means, if you have multiple warehouses or different locations set up for your store that, products are shipping out of, and you just want to make sure you're stocking the correct amount of product at each location. Next, we have the shipping section. If it's a physical product you're shipping out, you want to check that box. If it's not, you can uncheck it. This would be, like I said, for like a digital good or something you may be selling. In this case, a t-shirt is a physical product. You want to input your weight of the product. This will help calculate shipping rates accurately. You don't want to underweigh something because you may incorrectly charge shipping, or you may be charged extra for shipping something that actually weighs more than you declare. Customs information, this is what is shown on customs form for if you are shipping international. So say you're shipping to Canada, this is where they will pull the declarations and charge the correct amount of like duties or taxes. Every country is different with their rates, but that's why it's important to categorize what you're shipping. In our case, a t-shirt is 6109. Moving on to options. So this is where you will input essentially your different SKUs that you have for a product if you have multiple SKUs. For example, a t-shirt, we have multiple SKUs like small, medium, large, and XL. The option name, you'll just type in whatever you're inputting below, which in this case would be size. So we have small, medium, large, and XL. If you pop over to the live site, as you can see, small, medium, large. This is where it will display here. And then below that we have color. So to get that, you would just click done here, click add another option. And then here we can click color. And then you type in your colors below. If you hit comma, it'll take you to the next one. Just a little quick tip there. So say we have yellow, green, etc., etc. And as you type it in, the variants will display below. You can see here, small black, small yellow, small green. This is just an area where you can quickly edit price. You can, if you have your quantities already, you can type them in here. Your SKUs and your barcode. If you are tracking with SKUs, you can type them in here. Or if you have barcodes, you can type in the barcodes here as well. I like to do it here because it's a quick overview as you're building it. So once you get all this set up, popping back over to our live site, you can see, we have multiple colors. Ours are set up as swatch circles. I will show you in a later video how to set up swatches. If you don't have the circles set up, it would just be a bubble, and well, in our theme, it would be a bubble and just say the color. Below that, we have the search engine listing, and this is what it would say if, say, somebody searched for your website or they search for a specific product. This is what would be displayed on Google, for example. So if they Googled your specific t-shirt for your store, the title would pop up here, and then it auto displays the description here, but you can change it to whatever you want. You can add keywords or anything like that. All right, so you hit save and it creates your product. Congratulations, you just created a product in Shopify. To make it go live, you would want to select all, click save if it's going live immediately. Again, this is what it looks like on the front end, and this is what it looks like on the back end. If you are creating tons of products at once and you don't want to go manually one by one like we just did here, I would recommend using Shopify's help. So at the top right hand corner, Shopify Help Center, there's a way you can do it called product bulk upload, and you can do this in a CSV file. They have a really great article on how to set that up and how to do that and quickly import, 100 products at a time if you need to do that. If you like this type of video, please comment down below. Tell us if it helped you out. Tell us any other trouble you may be having with your Shopify. Next, I will make a video on how to set up a collection on your website. I'll also be doing more in-depth tutorials as well. So thank you for watching and have a great day.